Okay. Greater common? Greatest. Alright, so GCF is what we're doing first. So the GCF is the largest number that divides into two or more numbers. Can I turn it on silent? Does it turn? Oh, it's. Alright, can they have a variable in common? And when they do we take the smallest or the largest exponent? The smallest. So, stop. Everybody's Snapchatting you back. I don't understand. Somebody, I can't. Wow. So that's a lot for like one class period. You can't go like 5 minutes without having a Snapchat. You need to tell these people to pay attention in class. Alright, now GCF is what you look for first. So, if I give you this as example A. It's going to be sad if she doesn't believe you that your teacher has your fault.
She's not good at shit. He's not fine.
Just remember it's recording.
I'll let her see this video.
Here we go. Now, we need to find the largest number that divides into 25 and 30. And besides Logan, what's the largest number that divides into 25 and 30? Please redeem yourself. Look at you go, it's 5. Take a point, I'm so proud of you.
Take a point?
No, he gets the point.
Why don't we? He didn't say twice.
Because I called on him and asked him to answer, and you answered out of turn, heifers. Now, do they have a variable in common, Owen? How many variables do they have in common? Alright, so am I going to,
Would it not be negative 5?
What now?
Would that not be negative 5?
Why would it be a negative 5?
25 minutes. Oh, my bad.
Divides into? That divides into.
LOL. That's so funny. Jackson, they're Chinese babies. He's got ice.
I didn't say anything about you. I promise.
That's not why I'm making that face.
Okay.
Alright, so with our A's, what's smaller, 2 or 1? 1. So we take out 1A. With our B's, what's smaller, 3 or 2? So we take out 2 B's. Now we divide both terms by our GCF. So what is 25 divided by 5?
5.
Okay? If I have 2 A's and I take out 1, how many are left?
1.
If I have 3 B's and I take out 2, how many are left? 1. Look at us go.
Wait. Can I do this part now? Please.
I'm just dividing out the GCF. Factoring is division.
Let me do this part.
25 divided by 5 is 5. Okay?
Yeah.
A squared divided by A is A. B cubed divided by B squared is B. Okay, Logan, tell me the second term.
6.
Any letters?
No.
Why?
Because they're all canceled out.
Look at you go take a point. And we're done with that problem. That is GCF. We're going to do one or two more together, yeah. And then I'm going to let y'all try two on your own and we're going to see where we are. Today is just a practice review day. So, all right,
I can't help it.
example B. 2e to the 4th f squared plus, hey, remember we said we weren't going to say that, and when you just say you have to do push-ups, so you owe me like 40 push-ups.
I don't remember that.
8e cubed,
It has to be half.
no, minus 16e f squared. All right, now the first thing we do is we find the biggest number that divides into 2, 8, 16. What's that?
2.
Okay, now do they have a variable in common?
Yes.
What is the
2.
E.
Oh, variable L.
So do I take out e to any exponent other than 1?
No.
All right, I take out 1e, and how many f's do I take out? Awesome. Okay, children, again, read right here. Smallest exponent of common variables. So our e's, we have 4, 3, 1. What's the smallest?
1.
Of our f's, 2, 1, 2. What's the smallest?
2. Yeah.
1.
You are pre-AP. All right, 2 divided by 2 is?
1.
So we don't have to write that. E to the 4th divided by e is?
E to the 3rd.
E cubed. F squared divided by f is?
1. Oh, that's F right, yeah. You said 2 divided by, wait, what did you say? I didn't
Right.
say.
8 divided by 2 is?
4.
All right, what are my letters going to be?
E. Oh, my bad. F. 2.
Am I going to have an F?
No.
Nope. All right, Dom, help me with the last term.
So 2 goes into 16 negative, it'll be negative.
8 times.
And you have E and F.
No, just
Or just X.
There's none. Is there? Oh, no.
Why is it just X?
Okay, baby. I have 1 E, right? And I factored this E out. So am I going to have any E's left? And then I have 2 F's. And then I factor 1 F out. Am I going to have any F's left? Just 1.
Okay, I understand.
Let's do one more. Okay? All right, example C. 21 u to the 5th t squared minus 14 u to the 6th t plus u cubed t squared. We're going to do this one together. I wasn't starting. Tyler, hush. Do you want me to zoom in some?
Yes.
Is that better? Okay. All right, now, do we have any numbers in common other than 1? Numbers.
Yes, the T.
Numbers.
Asley? But do we have a number in front of this one?
Yes.
So if we did
You know what you give them?
have a number in front of this one, if it was like 7, then we could divide 7, right? But do we have a number in front of all of them? No. So we don't divide a number. They don't all have a number in common. Does everybody understand?
Yes.
Now, do they all have a U?
Yes.
Okay?
And the C.
What is the... We're doing it step at a time, baby cakes. Step at a time. What's the smallest? We have 5, 6, or 3. So we bring out a U cubed. Baby, we're not done. We're not done. Oh, my ham sandwich, we're not done. All right, T's. Two, meow, meow. 2, 1, or 2? Just 1. Now, if we're not dividing the numbers by anything, do they stay the same? Yes. So it's going to be 21. Why does what, baby? Okay, this is a 1 in front of this, right? What's 21 divided by 1? There you go. Are you with me? And do you see why we didn't factor out a number? Because this last term doesn't have a leading coefficient. Alright, so did y'all get u squared t for the first term?
Yes.
Okay. Avery, what you doing, boo-boo? Okay. Minus 14 u cubed plus t. I'm gonna go put this on my desk.
Alright. Here comes our 0 2. Oh my god. I love you. Wait, how many notifications? I should get on our group chat right now.
Again, lean forward. Okay. Now you're gonna try one without me.
I gotta figure out how to do a segment.
Okay, can we do this? We can do this. Alright, you're doing 2 without me. Alright, do those 2, please. Without talking. Try that. Without talking. Logan. Alright, that's what I got. I got 16x squared y, and then inside I got x cubed y squared minus 2. If you start with 2 terms, you must... Am I teaching?
Yes, you are.
No excuses.
Thank you. If I start with 2 terms, how many terms do I have to end with in the parentheses? 2. So if I start with 3 here, how many do I have to end with here? And then here I got 5gf, g to the 4th minus 2gf squared plus 3f to the 5th.
Yes.
How many of us got both of them right? If 2 people at your table got both right, take a point. Alright, so there's a second way that we've learned how to group or factor so far is by grouping. So GCF is what you look for first in every single polynomial. But grouping is when you have how many terms? 4 terms. Take a point. It says it in the learning target.
That's what I thought.
Go to the next page.
How are you gonna survive in online?
I don't know, but I can't wait for y'all to be in another class next year. Alright, so the first thing you do
On everything, I'll get my schedule.
is split into parentheses.
Wait, can you deny somebody from switching to your class? Take one position.
I wish I could.
It's the alphabet. Too bad. I feel like a lot of people would be in this class. She could do that. You don't. I would. So like you guys at
It's already hot enough in here. The air isn't working again.
So hot. that's not better, bro. I sit in front of a fire all about it.
Alright, are we ready?
No, to die.
No, we're not ready to die.
Wait, what?
Alright, example A. So the first one we're going to do with 4 terms, we're going to do it together. So we have NP plus 2N plus 8P plus 16. So we look to see if there's a GCF or if we have 4 terms. How many terms do we have? So we're going to use grouping. You have to split into parentheses. That means that you put parentheses around the first 2 and the last 2. What does it say to do next?
Factor out of GCF.
Factor out a GCF. Take a point, Aldo. Now, what do NP and 2N have in common? N. So you're going to factor out an N. And then everything else stays inside the parentheses, so it would be P plus 2. Now, oh my God, I factored out an N. The same thing we've been doing.
You only factored out one N though, so like, what happened to the other N?
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Again. Everybody pay attention. Again, we're still doing the same thing. We have not moved on to anything new. All we did was see what they have in common, and then we took it out. We put it on the outside. Because if I distribute, I'm going to get the same thing. So all we did was factor that out. It is not magic. Now, look at the second set of parentheses. What do those two have in common? 8. So I'm going to factor out an 8. And what mathematical operation is factoring? Division. Alright, now, what is 8p divided by 8? P plus 2. Now, are the parentheses the same? So you factor out the common binomial, and this is a binomial because it's 2 terms. So you bring these down, and you get P plus 2, and then you bring these down, and you get N plus 8. We've done this before. We've done this.
When did we do this?
We haven't done this before. It's just
So there's no like plus sign in the middle of them? There's parentheses.
Correct.
yeah.
I was just making sure.
Do I need to make you stand up again?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not leaving my chair back.
Put your desk down.
Oh, desk.
Just very good.
Yeah, make take your desk away.
He just has to. Alright, example B. Are we ready? 3BC minus 2B minus 10 plus 15C. Now, how many terms do we have? 4. So we're going to use parentheses called grouping. So I put it around these 2, and then I put it around these 2, and I'm going to include the sign in here because I'm fancy.
That's silly.
I did the same thing.
And they have B in common.
They do have B in common, so what do I put on the outside? B. And what stays on the inside?
3C.
Okay. Now, do you see how this one has a C first? Do you see how this one doesn't have a C first? What can we do with these? Rearrange it, flip it around, write it in the correct order, and it's just 15C minus 10. We have done this before. Alright, what do those two have in common?
5 and
5.
It's just 5. It's just
And what's going to be left on the inside?
3C minus 2.
Where did y'all get 3C minus 2 from? Whoa! Mason's telling us.
So 15 divided by 5 is 3. and you keep the C, and then -10 divided by 5 is negative.
Look at you go. Now,
Take a point.
yes, take a point. Are the binomials the same?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to write it as b plus 5 times 3c minus 2. Can you try one without me now?
Yes.
Let's try 2.
Yes.
I don't know. Avery.
Alright, I got x plus 7, y minus 7, 9f minus 7, and g minus 5. Alright, now, I don't know why you're so loud, but you need to stop. What does it all do?
Can you help?
Okay, you factor out a 9f, right?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. You have negative 7g and 35, but you need a negative 5 on the inside. So 35 divided by negative 7 gave me negative 5. When the signs are different, when it's a negative and a positive, you factor out a negative. Now your homework, it is very, 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 very important that you read the directions so everybody understands. Because the directions tell you what to do. It is due when you walk in, not finish it when you get in here. It is due when you walk in.